Hi, Kathy here from Kathy's Cute Creations. Today we're going to do bookmarks. And you're probably thinking, who the heck reads a book anymore? But actually, all different aged people reads books. I've even got one in my Kindle, believe it or not. Let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. Need to make our bookmark. Need a ruler, need some glue, pinking shears, rotary cutter, and then a bunch of fabric. And this fusible web, this shiny side is the sticky side. I'm going to cut out some of this fabric here. I have some samples made right here because bookmarks don't all need to be the same size. They can be different sizes. That one there says cupcake on this side. Nothing on the back side. This just has some little design from my sewing machine. Went around the hippo and the lion. And I believe that's a rhinoceros. That's for children. You know, they have those picture books. So great big huge one for a picture book, because usually some of those picture books are pretty good size. I'm going to choose this fabric and this fusible. And what I normally do on the ruler here is I go ahead and I take the fabric and take it a little bit off of the edge here, because I don't want to be cutting my fabric. And then I just like that. Go a little bit above that so I don't lose it. Let me turn it a little bit here. There we go. And then when you look on the back side, you can see that it's will fit on the back, because you don't want any of that sticky stuff on your ironing board. And then all I'll do with this is I'm going to cut this one. Since I like the way it looks, it almost looks like it's split right there on that design. So I'm going to have one on one side and one on the other, and I'm just going to go ahead and go right down that middle area. And then I'm going to put the fusible on this side and the fusible on this. Then I'm going to use this glue here to glue it and put the two together. Now on this cupcake one, when I did it, I took the top part, just like it was this here. I went ahead and wrote the word cupcake on it. Then I went and took this piece and adhered it to it so that the back wouldn't have any writing on it. This way, if you want to put something on the back as well as on the front, or even two different kind of designs, you go ahead and you do that. And then put them together and put a little border around it, like this here, which holds it. And then I just cut it with the pinking shears. So I'm going to go ahead and go on over to the ironing board. If you are new to sewing, I know that you don't have a lot of equipment, and they have cloths that you can put over the top of this to keep the glue from getting on your iron. But this is what I do, is I go ahead and I iron my fabric. I'm getting it warm. I take the shiny side. You can also feel it. The sides feel a little different, but if you hold it up to the light, you can catch it. This is the shiny side. I make sure it's on there the correct size. Flip it over so that I don't see any white. If I see white, I cut it down. And I do see white. I'm going to cut a little bit off just so I don't have any white. And then I won't have to worry about this glue getting on my iron. Alright, there's the shiny side. It's totally covered up. And you want to press it. That's all you're doing, is pressing it. You're just trying to get the glue to release. If you use steam, that's water on glue, which will get rid of it. So don't use your steam. Just press it. Set it aside. It'll cool. Let me try the next one in the meantime. See if I gotta take any off of it. It doesn't look like it. Warm the side here. There we go. I'm gonna press this side also. And this one's done. And it made the fabric a little stiffer, and you can't peel it off. So you know that one's finished. This one will be the same way. Let's go over here to the sewing machine. After I ironed those pieces and I went ahead and sewed them, I did not like the way they looked. Therefore, I went ahead and did 2 more pieces. Got this one with little puppy feet. And this is a real pretty blue. I'm going to repeat doing this with the blue here. I'm going to use that gold thread though. I'm putting the glue just in a couple spots to hold the piece down. Put them on top of each other. Line up the best you can. Don't need to be perfect. Make sure you put your foot on. I have the end foot, which is used for larger than a zigzag. I'm going to put a name on here. And then from there, I'm going to do the design around the name. I want to get it sort of centered. Let's see if it'll work. Here we go. That's one way to spell Sarah. Snip the top up here off. There we go. Well, I thought there we go. And then I'll just change the stitch now. Let's see what this looks like. Actually, I'm going to do it on the sides of her. Let's go this way with it. From looking at the picture, I'm not quite sure what it is. We'll find out here in a minute what it is. Lock that into place. Lift it up. Take it down here. Oh, that didn't look too bad at all. We'll do it again further on down here. What it looks like. Let me clip it off a little bit here. The edge. Almost looks like a stack of little Christmas trees of some sort. Now we got to do something all the way around the edges, so we could just do a plain old single stitch. Let's go over here with it. It says it's a triple stretch stitch. So it went on top of itself. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's see here. Almost looks like a hand stitch, like you did it by hand. Which, when you think about it, wouldn't be too bad if you were quilting this, because it looked like you would have hand stitched it. Let's see, down here. And there you have it. I'm going to go get the pinking shears, and we're going to clip the edges, but not so close that we take them off. Let's see if I can move this up a little bit here. I'm just trying to get as close as I can without taking the stitches off. I'm just trying to make the edge a little fancy, that's all. One good thing about making a homemade bookmark, you can put whatever you want on it. You can make it any size you want, any thickness too. And by leaving this off here, on this edge here, you can actually stick that in the book like this, and you can put ribbons, you could put a couple of buttons, you could put anything you want on the very top of this, which would be hanging outside the book. And that's a personalized bookmark with her name on it. I hope you like this tutorial, and I hope that you make a couple of these. I make them at Christmas time, and they are very well appreciated. Take care till next time. Bye-bye.